It's technically not a hotel, and it's not a resort. It's a timeshare. We're staying at the Marriott Royal Palms, which is in a complex with the Marriott Orlando World Center. It's a giant hotel that you can see off of I-4, not even 5 minutes from Disney World. The timeshare basically feels like an apartment building. You get units, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, but it's definitely not apartments because look at this landscaping. Way too nice. So what it is kind of like condos. So, it's a hotel condo / resort. I understand this place was just recently remodeled. I think it finished a couple months ago. So 2025, 2026, this is done. So everything's basically new. It's beautiful. It doesn't look like it was built in the early 80s, but this place was built in the early 80s. Today we're at 4160. Let's go check out the room. Ooh, look at this. Watch out for the jumper. OMG. It's got a nightlight. Wow. 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 This is nicer than our apartment. Wow. 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 What do you think, Cicilla?
Yeah. I see 2.
Wow, you can come in here in 2 ways. This is so amazing.
I see 3 of this.
I'm extending. My name is Jeff, and I do the internet's most comprehensive hotel reviews, where we look at style, for architecture, for design. What's nice? What I don't like about it? That's nice. It's nicely appointed. It's not a loud or edgy boutique hotel, and it's not extremely gray. It's kind of neutral, but it's nice and homey. And this one has a lot of amenities since it's a resort, so there's a lot more to cover than just a really nice big convention hotel. That's to say, because it's family oriented, so there's a lot to see and to look at. So let's go see what it's like. These are some things I really like about this place. That's unique, that's different, maybe well designed, but basically for features. This is cool, a laundry center. Laundry center comes with, that's mine, but it comes with a basket. It comes with a vacuum. It comes with a broom and dustpan, which I've used before, and your ironing board. But for broom and dustpan, and I mean, even a vacuum, it's an amazing thing. And you know, these are nice. This dryer actually has a light. The generic apartment dryers don't have that. Entryway has frosted glass, running in light. Pretty nifty. Art is Florida-esque. Looks like the Okefenokee Swamp, or something of that nature. Mirrors are for either extremely short or extremely tall people. As I walk by, my head never reaches either one. More tropical theme artwork. I kind of like the rope design, the lamp. See, more green. Decent lighting. Palm trees, lily pads, leaves, green apples. The kitchen is bloody massive. The only thing I'm missing is technically a pantry. If you were actually going to live here, yeah, I guess you need one of those. But everything that's properly done is the refrigerator opens on the correct side. You just open it up from there. Some people would be lazy and they would leave a door on this side and you have to go into a corner and open it up, but no. Tons of lighting. I like the backsplash light, and it's backsplash tiling. Goes all the way up, very nice. Since it's a condo, no shortage of plugs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Just in the kitchen, there's 12 outlets. Outlet, 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 outlet. Nifty. So, is it a hotel? Is it a timeshare? Direct apartment? Condo? Basically, what it does is if you lived in the South, even when you just moved in, you probably lived in a southern Sunbelt apartment at some point, and this is much nicer than any of them. So there's not much to talk about. It's not a boutique hotel. I'm going to talk about some loud style or interior decorating motif. As far as design goes, I showed you the kitchen. I showed you the really nice windows and lighting. There's no dark spots in this place. There's no creepy corners or liminal spot. When I was checking in, I think someone must recognize me as being YouTube's #1 hotel documentarian, because this is the only room that is right against the pool like this. Some buildings that aren't a pool, they got the lake view, etc. This, I can jump into the water from here. I've never seeked out a pool view room before. I never paid for the upgrade for pool view. I didn't really understand the point of it. Seeing a city or anything else is good enough. As long as it's not parking lot, I suppose, I can actually see something. But I admit, this resort pool is beautiful. It's got the architecture of it, the curves, the trees, the landscaping is neat. And there's something to be said for just having people around, seeing lots of people out there all day. Builds a little bit of energy. It's kind of cool. I think they all have a view of a golf course. You might not see the pool, but you all see the golf course. People just coming and playing golf constantly. Angled. Everything's kind of angled, giving you views in multiple directions. See, everything's on sort of zigzag jigsaw for angling. Doors are new and they are first class, these doors. Where they slide and shut. When I shut them, I don't hear anything. Soundproof. Commentary on Florida. Florida is such a confused place. But the theme, right now at the pool, they're playing reggae. I don't know if it's live or a loudspeaker. I can't go out for a moment, unfortunately. Down the street, there's a Hawaiian luau dinner show. Someplace see bellhops of English explorer outfits. Spanish and conquistadors are never mentioned, even though everyone's speaking Spanish outside. But it's very historically inaccurate. It's just kind of a weird thing. It's just whatever marketing thinks up of, this is what we get. TV in every bedroom and a living room. Decent size LG. Besides the free Marriott channels, it has real cable. And a real cable goes for hundreds of channels. It's not like the usual you see at business hotels. It actually has a real television system. MeTV, TCM, which is my cheat litmus test to see what's got everything. Sports, then you got music, about 200 channels. Music's probably about 50. I did find a glitch of a television. The music channels, they're not lined up properly. I think the easiest way to show is decade, 80s. Easy enough to figure out, right? 1980, 1989, and we have a song from 2012. Now I think they're all covers or remakes. 1990 to 1999, 90s channel, and this is 2019 blues channel, and it says country rock, so that's not blues. So considering there's like 50 of these channels, and you just don't believe it because now I found for blues. I have to click channel up. See? Singers and swing. Let's click channel up. 1,000, 2,000, 3. Okay, 3 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3. So I have to go up 3 seconds. So 3 seconds times 50 channels. I'm not going to do the math, but you see how tedious it could become. Condo has plenty of lighting. There's lights all up and down the ceiling, but look how many vents we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're in the kitchen, even for bedroom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ceiling fan, very nice, doesn't rattle, doesn't make any noise. Air conditioner doesn't make any noise. Don't even know when it's on or off. I'm going to test calling maintenance because these knob things, they frequently develop a leak in the gasket and they need to be replaced. And this is the best I got for right now for a drip out. And see how responsive they are. After I went to a front desk and explained for power maintenance, came within 15 minutes. So quick. And they got it repaired and replaced and fixed it. This thing works smooth now. It becomes easy. It used to take so much effort just to open and close it. But the guy came quick, 15 minutes. Amazing service. Let's go check out the lobby and see what the resort is like. Let's see what's here. See what it's like to be a timeshare slash condo slash apartment slash hotel. These are some things I like about this place. Some nice features, design features, and things that make it unique, I think. The parking lot's not the sidewalk. They actually have real sidewalks. Real sidewalk. You can walk all around the complex without walking behind the cars and watching out for traffic. See? Even across the way you can see the sidewalks. Every building has an elevator. Every building has garbage and recycling. You don't often see elevators with an indicator board on every level. Usually it's just on the first floor and you have to guess. But these buildings are top notch. They put them in every single one. So I always know where the elevator is and if it's moving. There's at least 2 sets of slides. There's a slide at the pool, but this fancy little courtyard here is a really cool slide. They call it a playground, but playground only really is just one thing. A lot of soft ground too. As you can see, the pool has fish and turtles, and a sauna, and a bunch of different lounging areas. These pools all have clocks, multiple clocks. You can't look away without knowing what time it is while you have a pool. And there are 2 pools. This one's smaller, more basic. It does have a fancy tile. It's kind of concrete. Got the kiddie pool, the kidney-shaped pool, and the jacuzzi pool. Look, the sprinklers. Those all plastic things so it doesn't shoot across the sidewalk into the doors. There's a shuttle van that takes you around the parking lot to a reward center. So you get basically 2 resorts, not just one here. This is amazing. They got a list of all the daily activities from like 10 until 6 at night. There's all these family activities.
Glass. If you would like to participate, please meet us over at the Mingos Hut. Thank you.
That's so cool. This reminds me of those great resorts in Atlantic City where you can just walk and walk and walk and walk. And who knows where you end up. Look at the size of this entry. Looks like an international border crossing. Every lane has a... Wow. So the fire alarm went off for a good like 20-something minutes. I saw some guy sloshing water on the 4th floor. And I'm kind of curious. Since, you know, there's no annunciators and no announcements. It just turns on and turns off. As soon as the thing turned off, I saw people go back to the elevator. But are you supposed to wait for something besides that? I don't know. Sometimes the fire department is supposed to turn off the thing. One more complaint that I think in this day and age should be mentioned, that if you're going to do an expensive, very expensive full renovation in this day and age, in Orlando and Florida, with the amount of electric cars and Teslas, that they should put in at least a couple chargers. It doesn't have to be that many because you're staying here for a long time, but enough to give you a good charge. Because I've seen Rivians, I've seen Kias, there are 2 Teslas here right now. It's Orlando, it's 2026. Lots of electric. Why, you know, it's a vacation. Why inconvenience? I see 3 electrics just in my site right now. I have a dozen cars. It'd be really convenient if a place like this, if they went a full mile and gave us a couple spaces to charge, even if it were end of a complex. I think this hotel actually turned me into a resort person. I don't know if I was ever interested in all of the activities before, but, you know, I like this place being self-contained. You know, usually lots of places have lots of restaurants, but this place, you know, the pool is gorgeous. It's not utilitarian. You actually want to go over there. It's got all the activities. It's got the shuffleboard. It's got the cornhole. It's got the different activities during the days and the weeks. It's got the shuttle between this part and the main resort. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely turned me into a resort person. So we get attached to all of the nicer hotels, you know, because the stays are usually too short. Don't usually stay for a week or weeks on these videos. But this one is like a home. I would stay here for a very long time. Actually, kind of wish I could sign a lease. But I'm going to be really sad to leave this place, number 1. Number 2 is if I ever come back to town, I feel like everything else might actually be a downgrade. It's hard to do a channel of YouTube's most comprehensive hotel reviews when you find a place that you would like to come back to constantly, maybe even by sharing, and not bother with anywhere else. Because if I look across the street, see, there's a sister property over there, the Palms. And it looks like a traditional, you know, apartment condo parking lot. Not too many trees, not much shade all the way over there. Landscaping's just some bushes, grass, and a sidewalk. And you go straight up the stairs and you're in your unit. And inside's probably nice, probably got a really nice pool. I see like a little dock sort of thing. But, you know, for landscaping, I can't remember, it might actually be more in here. And it's huge. That could be with Sheraton Vistana I almost stayed in. But, so if this was House Hunters, this would be the one I would pick, without even looking at photos. I don't know, I drive around, I see a couple that do look nice. They probably have good landscaping too. Not sure, but the amenities and the garden and everything and the thing, it's just, I like it. It's going to be very sad to call this video to an end. Maybe the next place I'll post is somewhere nice, maybe not so nice. We'll see, but it won't be like this. So this was my trip to a timeshare condo apartment at Marriott Royal Palms at the World Center. Just basically Florida turns across the street from Disney, which means you gotta drive, you can't walk. And I hope you like and subscribe for the internet's most comprehensive hotel tours, small towns, grocery stores.